downs out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Third down and 7.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Jackson from the shotgun. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
A 29-yard attempt.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Looking long for his tight end Reed. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
He's going deep for Brown. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
Is good.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Steps away to his left. Going up top. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there. A big one. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Brought down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Minshew. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Patrick Queen gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. drive. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal. From the gun, Minshew to throw. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Ready up, set, ready, 15, 1, 15, 1. Go.
They'll run forward Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have retaken the lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. He let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Man open down the middle of the field, and he gets it down to the 32. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll try to run for him with Dobbins. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
If it was sunny, maybe this is a field goal attempt, but with the rain, they're going to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 17-14.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and downfield, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Out of the gun is Minshew. He rifles one that's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
A trick shot on the extra point, but it is good off the left upright, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Off play action, it's Minshew. Going deep this time for Miller. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and it's third and short.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Minshew. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. They'll go play action here with Minshew. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. And his throw here is incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. It'll be Minshew again. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, Minshew looking to throw. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
Trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Minshew sets to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
A 42-yard attempt.
And Santos yanked that one a bit. No good. Wide to the left for Santos. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Looking to throw it. Minshew. Minshew going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Here's Jackson to throw. Steps away. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown.
Kick is no good. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Another try after the 1st down sack. Minshew. And he completes it to Cohen. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Touchdown, Ravens.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.